I stood up when my name was called, Private First Class Argus Vladimir Ocampo, the valedictorian. Everyone applauded, and I gave a modest smile as I walked up the stage, something ingrained in me through 6 years of training at the academy. I saluted the standing generals as I passed by. My father, a general, smiled at me, an unusual gesture, so I returned his smile after lowering my hand. My fellow students listened quietly to my speech. I recalled our days inside the academy filled with hardship. I admit my experience wasn't easy, especially being the Director General's son. The training I endured was intense, a kind of retaliation for my father's strictness when he was in charge. I felt it, but I didn't hold a grudge. I couldn't blame them for how they treated me, for how they accepted my admission and now my graduation as valedictorian, just like my father before me. Because of my father's heavy responsibilities, he hardly had time for my mother and me. Over the years, his black hair had turned white, and rare smiles had left his face lined and weary. That smile he gave me on stage, just that small gift, made me happy. In 6 years, he never visited me inside the academy. He firmly opposed me following in his footsteps. Even now, I still wonder why he's so against it. He hasn't spoken to me since my first day until today. When the program ended, my mother hugged me tightly and cried, "I'm so proud of you, my child," she whispered. I hugged her even tighter. I saw my friend Hector hugging his family too. Our eyes met and we smiled at each other. Our eyes spoke. "Finally, mate. He's my only true friend and the top 2 graduate. We'll be on duty together at the palace. In this monarchic country ruled by a king and queen, our duty is to protect the royal family, even at the cost of our lives. I cooked a lot for you. All your favorites," Mama said, caressing my face as she cried again. I could feel how much she missed me during our 6-year separation. We were only allowed 1 hour of communication each month. Weakness, even homesickness, was forbidden. Mama didn't disappoint. Every dish she made was one I hadn't tasted during my time at the academy. The food inside was always bland and poorly cooked. Only during visits could we eat decent meals. Some of our relatives came to greet me as well, each bringing unexpected gifts. I thought it would just be Mama and me celebrating. I nodded along to my uncle's stories at the long table filled with Mama's food, but my mind was somewhere else, wishing Papa would come home. Mama said he usually did. Maybe he was just busy because of graduation. Later, I slipped away and went to the garden. I lit a cigarette I found earlier, one my cousin had brought. A lot had changed here, more flowers in pots, the old metal chair replaced with a bamboo set that included a table and 3 more chairs. More comfortable now. But inside, the house was the same. Even my room was untouched. I took a drag from the cigarette and exhaled as someone approached. She smiled at me, holding a white paper bag. She stopped in front of me. I stared at her face. "Welcome back, Argus." I scanned her with my eyes. Long hair with a pink headband, a pink dress to her knees, red shoes. I didn't return her smile. I knew she felt awkward. "Argus, this is for you," she said, handing me the paper bag. I kept staring. "Don't you remember me?" Of course I remembered her. I promised to marry her after graduation. "You don't write to me anymore. You didn't even want me to visit the academy." "Sit down," I offered, gesturing to the chair across from me. I dropped the unfinished cigarette and stepped on it. She placed the paper bag on the table. "Did I do something wrong? Why are you so cold? Do you have a boyfriend?" She shook her head, proud. "I told you I'd wait for you. I can hardly recognize you. I've heard that often because of my dark skin and how much weight I've lost." "I know I can't fulfill that promise anymore." Selena's mouth fell open. "My job is important to me. Argus, you can still serve even if we're married. We never had a relationship. I only told you I liked you. I thought my admiration would last. But this is my life now. I don't have time for anything else. But I waited for you," her voice trembled. "Forgive me. I can still wait until you adjust." "Sorry," I said. Tears streamed down her face. She stood, took her gift, and left. It was a mistake to make the promise. We liked each other in high school, but I never courted her. I only confessed my feelings. When I entered the academy, I didn't expect she'd feel the same. I ended up saying things I shouldn't have. Training hardened my heart. I forgot how to love. I don't even know if what I felt for Selena was real because it disappeared so quickly. Deep down, I knew even in my first year that I didn't truly love her. Later that night, Mama knocked on my door. I was about to sleep. It was only 9, but I was used to the early sleep schedule from the academy. Mom? I asked as I opened the door. Mama smiled. Your papa is downstairs. My eyes widened. My heart raced. He's waiting for you in the living room. I followed her down. Papa was on the sofa. He stood when he saw me. He was still in uniform. I was in shorts and a tank top. Papa extended his hand. I hesitated, unsure if it was proper in my current state. But he didn't wait. He grabbed my hand and pulled me into a hug, his hand caressing my back. Congratulations, son, he whispered. He cupped my cheeks and looked into my eyes. I teared up when I saw tears in his. I didn't want anything bad to happen to you, that's why I opposed this. I smiled despite our tears. Mama was crying too. Dad, nothing will happen to me. Papa nodded. I know. You finished top of your class, he said, laughing. Mama and I laughed too. He hugged me again. I missed you. We were always close, the three of us. Papa is serious at work, but when we're together, he's warm and cheerful. I'm incredibly grateful for my parents' love. He gave me a gun as a gift, a personal sidearm to use when I'm not issued one. I doubt I'll use it anytime soon. For our first year, we'll be stationed at the palace. As one of the top 20 honor graduates and top 1, I've been assigned there. We won't be royal family guards yet, but serving as palace soldiers is an honor. My fellow cadets envy me. Some say I became valedictorian only because of my father. Tomorrow, our orientation at the palace begins. I have to pack again even though I just got home. I looked around my room, vacant for 6 years, soon to be vacant again. We'll be formally presented to the king and his family tomorrow. I stared at myself in the bathroom mirror. I barely recognized the dark, thin figure staring back. My fair skin was gone. My cheeks were sunken. Now that training is over, I want to fix my appearance. It would be a waste to let my good looks disappear. I will do everything to fulfill my duty and uphold my oath.